You think you got, oh, you think you got, but God, it just don't get it when there's nothing at all. We get together, oh, we get together, but separate's always better when there's nothing involved. Know what they say, nothing lasts forever. Then what makes love the exception? So why are we still in denial when we know we're not happy? All right now, fellas. What's cooler than being cool? I can't hear you. I said, what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. All right, 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 all right. All right now, ladies. I want to see you all in your baddest behavior. Lend me some sugar. I am your neighbor. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it like a Polaroid picture. Ooh. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it like a Polaroid picture. Hey, yeah, oh, hey, yeah, hey, hey, thank you.
So weary when troubles come and my heart burden be. I am still waiting in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountain. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulder. You raise me up to more than I can be. There's no life without its perfect savor. Each restless heart beat so imperfectly. But as you come sometimes I think I glimpse eternity. You raise me up so I can stand on a mountain. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulder. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on a mountain. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be. Thank you very much. Times are lonely lately. I hear the sound of window and the shadows in the night. I hear the sounds of different voices, just multiplying, and weary hearts tonight.
All I feel is my heartbeat, beating like a drum, beating with confusion. All I hear are the voices telling me to go, but I can never run. 'Cause in my African dream, there's a new tomorrow. My African dream is a dream that we can follow. Now when the night falls begin, I listen for your call. I listen for your heartbeat. Alone, my dream is just a dream. Then no solution. A shadow in the night. Yeah. All I want is for our hearts to be beating just as one, to silence the confusion and the pain and the illusion will disappear again, and we will never run. 'Cause in my African
Siyayibona inhlanzi kukukhanya kwentokozo. We thank you very much.
As we transition now, ladies and gentlemen, we transition to a talk. We spent the morning in conversation about what does inclusive and diversified growth look like. We spent some time unpacking some of the strategies that lead us to greater integration between SMMEs and big business. We had a conversation about what it means to cultivate collaboration, the posture that's required of us to show up in these collaborative spaces, even as we engage in the models, the frameworks, and the policies, the regulatory environments that encourage and foster collaboration. We had a conversation about unlocking Africa and what it really means to tap into a billion-strong market and what needs to be true, those core conditions that need to be in place for the African market to become within reach for African entrepreneurs. And so we build on that foundation now by shifting the conversation within. And to begin to have a conversation that asks the question, what does it mean and look like to thrive within? And how is wellness the backbone of the entrepreneurial journey and the fuel that drives entrepreneurial energy? It's such a pleasure for me to welcome the founding CEO of Greatwell. As I've indicated earlier, that this is a company that builds wellness strategies for big business, for small business, medium-sized businesses, as well as for individuals. And the founder and our speaker today steps onto the stage with over 30 years of experience working across corporates, and so with an intricate understanding of what it takes to do wellness well. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Tantaswa Fubu to the stage. Can you give a big round of applause?
Thank you so much, Nozipho. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Much better, thank you very much. I just need to help those people who are type A personalities. Hands up. Thank you. Accountants all in the room? Yeah, thank you. I want to tell you, I'm not going to take my hat off, right? So if in your mind you're taking it off for me, you can just finish there because it's going to stay here. It is cold right here. So can you please do me a favor? Can you please stand up? Thank you. Can you look to your left, to your right, in front of you, at the back? Identify someone that you're not really familiar with, hopefully. I was not going to say hug them, Nozipho. So what I'd like you to do with the person that you don't really know is to just tell them in one word how you're feeling, and fine is not an acceptable answer. No, fine is not acceptable. Please tell each other how you're doing. Because I know you, can you tell people behind you? Thank you. How does that feel? Good. Does it feel vulnerable? Does it feel like you Guys, I didn't say have a whole conversation. Come on. I said one word. Okay, please sit down. I think I'm going to charge those gentlemen some royalties because apparently I've introduced you to each other. So who has ever been in a bakery? You know where they make bread? Right? Have you seen the whole value chain? I find it difficult to sit down. My energy doesn't allow it. Have you seen the whole value chain of the bakery? Yeah, I will still have someone there. So they have the ingredients, they have the baker, they have ultimately the bread, right? The entrepreneurs that we're talking about, you find them in all of this, and they are everything to the people that surround them. So they're the bread, they're the baker, they're the ingredients, because they've got the family, they've got the people that work with them and for them, they've got other communities that they support, but also they're a catalyst in the economy. So they find themselves everywhere. And as I thought about that, I said, in Xhosa, that's called insika. Right? Who knows insika? Thank you. I think these ladies here in front are going to help me. So what is insika in English? But stronger.
It's a center pillar.
Thank you. It's a center pillar. If you know a rondavel, it usually holds the rondavel, right? Right at the center, so that the structure doesn't fall apart. So as an entrepreneur, you are that strong pillar. You are that center pillar. And therefore, it is important that center pillar holds, right? It is important that it never shakes, otherwise the whole structure crumbles. So as an entrepreneur, as an SME, how do you make sure that you hold as the center, but also your center holds? And that's what we talk about when we talk about wellness and well-being. Looking after yourself so you can hold, such that you can hold others. Because if it doesn't start here, it's not going to happen, right? It is not easy to talk about wellness in 20 minutes. It's such a vast topic. But let's try and compress it. So when you talk about wellness, in essence, we're talking about the social wellness, your relationships and how you relate to others. Do you have people that you trust in your inner circle? We talk about the emotional and the mental wellness, here and here, the head and the heart. And sometimes they are not in congruence, and what does it do to you, right? We talk about spiritual wellness, we talk about financial wellness. And all of these are interconnected and they relate. So when you talk about financial wellness, it's about thriving in a financial manner. People here have talked about setting goals, having a purpose, and all of those things. Nothing is different. So as an entrepreneur, as an SME, you must have a goal financially. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to be? And how is that going to impact the ecosystem that you are operating within? Because how do you make lots of money, and yet the people that are helping you to make that money go home hungry at night or work hungry throughout the day? From a social point of view, for me, the key question is, now that you've done all these amazing things, you collaborated with that one, you innovated that, met all the great people, who are you? When it comes to going home, who is the you that you come home to? For me, from a spiritual level, and that is very important. And I'm not saying people must go to church. I'm not saying people should be Christians. But what holds it together for you? Each and every one of us must find that for themselves and say, what is it that holds me together? Others is walking out in the sun and they can be re-energized. Others is sitting, meditating. Others, yes, it's praying, it's singing. It's what. Find that thing that brings you back to your inherent soul. And know when you need to go there and get yourself there. more than anything, it's about asking and answering the question, what matters most to you? I'll tell you, and I hope some people are going to share in the audience because I'm going to ask people. I'll tell you what matters most to me. It's my children. If my children are well, I'm likely to be very well, which means that I'm going to impact the people that I work with, the people that are working at Greatwell in a better manner than when they're not well. One day we were having a meeting, a Teams meeting, and as we check in, because we check in when we start the meetings, my daughter who works with me, eldest daughter, checks in and she's almost crying. That meeting was ruined for me. I don't know about you. So who wants to just share what is it that matters the most to them? Please, we don't have lots of time. So, volunteers, can I ask the gents who are talking there? Please, thank you.
I think the time in silence to reflect on my authentic identity.
So time out to reflect and find who you are, your identity. Cool, happiness. Anyone else, please?
Can I pick on someone?
Yes, please. Thank you, Thami.
For me, it's the fact that I have a purpose, the fact that I am here to impact lives, not only my life. So I always look at it like, what is it that I'm doing today that's going to have an impact on somebody else? Be it my family, be it somebody on the street. I always say that we're not here to live for ourselves. So what is that one thing that I can tick before I go to bed to say I've done touching somebody's life? Thank you.
Before you take the mic, and when you feel that you are unhinged, then how do you take yourself back? Because what I'm trying to illustrate here is that thing that holds you, you need to be able to find it. It's your North Star. When things are not right, how do you get back there?
It goes back to what the gentleman was saying. Then I realized that I'm not in alignment. I need to focus on Mpho. Something about Mpho is not right. It's not about the world. And oftentimes, that thing that is not right is not outside of me.
Yeah.
It's inside of me.
Yeah.
So I need to go inside of me to find out what needs to be aligned, what needs to be refocused, so that I can be in congruence with myself.
Thank you. I love your answer. It's a perfect answer. Do you know why? At the core, it talks about self-awareness, right? Right? No? Yes? Thank you. It talks about self-awareness. You need to know who you are. You need to know when you are out of kilter, when you're out of balance. And you need to start building the muscle of saying, how do I take myself back? And as you know yourself, as you get aware, it's very important to understand the people that work with you, that are helping you with your purpose and your vision. Because I promise you, when you don't understand the people that you work with, when you do not spend time with the people that you work with, you are going to miss certain things, glaring things that you should be picking up on, and you should be using them to help the people that you work with. I'll give you an example. At a certain firm that I worked for at some point, there was this guy who used to report to me. He walked Ramrod. Do you know those people who walk like this every day? And because I had taken time to just understand who he is, and he was very neat and everything, this one day, he comes in and he's ever slightly drooped. And he walks in. And I call this young gent in, and I'm like, I'm sorry, man, I've noticed this. What is wrong? The guy packed down and he just cried. He had a personal relationship that was crumbling, and he couldn't deal with it. And if we as entrepreneurs, if we as leaders are not attuned to the people that we lead, to the teams that we lead, we will miss the signs. And sometimes we wonder when people ultimately either commit suicide or try to commit suicide. We say, why did they not talk? Except they did talk. We're just not listening. Just because their language is different from the spoken word doesn't mean they're not talking. Be aware of both yourself and the people around you. So as I was thinking about this, I asked some young people, you see the joys of having young people in your family. Asked my daughter and my son, they hear, I'm not going to embarrass them. I asked them, what would you want to know? If you were a young entrepreneur, what would you want to know about wellness and the world of business? One of the questions that came out was, how does it interact with a business model? Is anyone interested in engaging on that, or should I move on? Interested? Guys, why are you not chatting with me? Hey, please, I'm a nice person, you know, please. So we are interested. Okay, cool, thank you. So what I always tell businesses is, I find that sometimes, and most times, businesses are successful despite of themselves. And I say despite of themselves because the things that business does, the environment in which it does business can be quite toxic. And yet the business sees, you know, there's the profit and everything. So they think we're doing great. You must just stop and wonder if the environment was such that wellness was inculcated, was a culture, how much better would you be doing? So wellness actually is an integral part of a business strategy. You cannot expect the best from people that you are not treating the best, and from people who are not showing up as their best selves. The other question was, why do young people at work, why do entrepreneurs, SMEs, why are they stuck in the culture of the past? Why aren't they changing things, and why are they not bringing in this great wellness culture? Because we have the opportunity. We're saying we're innovating all the time. So Marco, do you want to answer that question? Can we have the mic, please? I picked up on him because him and my daughter asked me the same question, so he must answer his own question now.
Thank you. So I think a lot of young people, be it in the workplace.
We can't hear.
Oh.
Yeah?
So yeah, young people have a lot to say, be it, you know, small business entrepreneurs, be it people in the workplace. They have a lot to say in things like how work gets done or how innovation takes place. But yet, you know, they mute that voice. They feel like they can't really bring that spirit into the organization, but instead they assimilate to what already exists. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I think at times the reason for that is because they feel like it's easier to do that because doing otherwise, you may pay a very high price for it. So as a result, we're not able to move the needle on things like innovation or culture more broadly as a result.
Thank you. And do you know why that is? In my view, it's the psychological safety issue. Because when you are not safe, or you do not feel safe psychologically, when you do not believe that it was okay to speak up, then you're just going to assimilate, and you're going to do what you believe is required of you to do to be okay, not to be your best, but to be okay. I would hope that as new people, as young people, as entrepreneurs, we sincerely want to work with people who are excited to come and work with us. And we need to be asking these questions. What makes you want to come here? Or, in the morning, do you want to come work here or not? And I find that also as old people were so scared of asking these questions. And we need to be engaging with each other. The last question was, will it cost business if it focuses on wellness? What do you think? Quickly, we're running out of time. Sia, do you want to attempt that? Not? Okay. I've had a no for the first time in this audience. Can I please have a yes? Anyone would like to hazard? Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. I kind of forgot the question, but I'm trying to give the spirit. So please, if you could help me.
Okay. Would it cost business if it focuses on wellness?
It would cost a little bit, but the returns would be astronomical.
Okay.
So we need to note that.
Absolutely
And,
stunning.
I think that's quite important.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I love your answer. I normally say we need to stop looking at wellness as a cost, but as an investment. And I like exactly what you're doing, because then there's a return on investment, something that as entrepreneurs, as business, we understand very well. And at Greatwell, we actually say when you invest in the wellness of your people, you get to reap a wellness dividend, which is that return on investment, right? So let's not forget about that. As I step down, I just want to say to the young people in the room, to the SMEs, to the entrepreneurs, this is your opportunity, this is your chance to shape the world, to shape a different world. And there's a quote that I love by Martin Luther King that says, change does not come on the wheels of inevitability. It is not inevitable that will end there. But with what you do and how differently you see the world and how differently you want to impact the world, we will get there. We can do this. We are good people. We are better people. Let us do better. Let us do best. Otherwise, what's the point? Thank you.